One of these days I'll actually make one that's my own, but for now I'm just going to jam out to that one.
It has good music.
What?
It has good music.
It does. It's like appropriate too, because it's like not too hyped, but also not too like soothing. It's like a good mix. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? I am exhausted. I've entered the loopy stage of my exhaustion, so y'all are going to have to deal with this morning. But welcome. We are halfway through our 5 a.m. writers experiment. I don't know if I said that right, but we're halfway through day 3. Ladies, would you like to do your intros and tell everyone how you're feeling on this fine halfway point?
Sure. I can go first. I'm Zara Sutton. If you guys don't know, I have a channel here on AuthorTube. I'm also on Instagram. I am a young adult romance author. Author. There we go. And I have a book coming out next week. As for the challenge, honestly, I'm feeling much better than I thought I would be feeling. Like, I thought I would be dead. I feel like on the first day, I was a little bit, exhausted. But now I feel totally fine. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, however, productivity-wise, don't know if that's been better. I feel like I'm not writing very well in the morning. Like, I'm not as prolific in the morning, but I feel fine right now. So that's good.
That is good.
Yeah, I feel like I'm somewhere in between both of you today. My name is Zara Hoffman. I'm a self-published author of young adult paranormal romance and new adult sci-fi romance. I got the paperback in yesterday. The first day I woke up and was like dead for the first hour, basically, before we went onto my stream, and I was like, okay, like I'm more awake at 6 a.m. because that's when I normally wake up. And then yesterday was really good. And then today I woke up and it's like, I don't feel like as dead waking up, and I got up immediately. But my productivity, like Sarah said, like I'm not really writing for the first hour, which I think is something I want to try, like for tomorrow and Friday. Of like, okay, what's it like to actually start writing at 5 a.m., not just waking up at 5 a.m. and like doing all my other productive stuff for the first hour. But like, I'm okay. I'm not as like feeling amazing as Sarah, but that also might be because I haven't had any like caffeine yet today.
Hey, I don't know if y'all just saw that, but I was yawning. I'm a little tired. It was really hard for me to wake up this morning. But good morning, everyone, and hello. If you're new here, my name is Madeline Monahan. I normally just go by Maddie because it's easier to say. I am a writer, actor, and cat mama, and I post pictures of my cats and quotes from my Hades Persephone novel on my Instagram, so definitely go check me out there as well. And I have already gone through my coffee, and it has done nothing for me. So I'm still kind of like tired, and I feel like it's like I already have ADHD. I feel like having exhaustion on top of that has been like really difficult in trying to stay focused, but I'm trying to finish chapter 9 today. I don't know if I'll finish it during the stream, but I at least want to finish it today at some point.
I want to finish chapter 12. I've been working on it for 2 days.
All right, I saw that Brooke is here. Sorry, Brooke. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I feel like I made her wake up early. I'm so sorry. And I saw that Miguel is here. Silver got out of bed a few minutes ago. Good morning. Simon is here. Hello. I had raspberries for breakfast, so I don't know if that counts as breakfast. Abby is here. Hello. Nina, hello. Crows is here. And Laura is here. And hello to everybody. Hello, Megan. I'm just going to say hello to everybody. I already jumped. I'm so sorry. Silver finished her breakfast. Crows just finished the second coffee. Wow, I I just had the one. Ninki? Ninka? Oh, I'm sorry.
Come to my channel up.
Ninka. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with names. I
had to ask them.
Sure. But hello. Is it supposed to be 5 a.m.? It's just 6:30 for me. We get up at 5.
Yeah, we get up at 5, but none of our streams start at 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Oh, I mean,
no.
It's been done. I don't know if any of us have done it, but I've seen the 5 a.m. Also, Zara, I think this one is for you.
Yeah.
You can go, Sarah, because
it could be either of us.
I was going to say you both have paperbacks, so it could be for any of y'all. Miguel, I just put off Pride and Prejudice and went to Sense and Sensibility. Yes! Colonel Brandon. I love that man so much. Abby says, I've been doing the opposite of the 5 a.m. writing challenge and writing from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Wow. That's crazy.
I love that so much.
I could not. Sarah, that can be your next one.
That's me.
Well, I think that's Sarah's normal scenario.
I know. Oh my gosh. Last night, no. Yesterday morning, I got up. It was 5:30, and I was checking Instagram, and Mickey, a friend on Instagram, she had posted on her stories, I'm loving my night owl writing life. And I'm like, I want to go back to that so bad.
I just want to go back to being able to wake up at 6 a.m. You know, like, because 2021 has proven to me that, like, I can be more of a morning person than I thought, but not 5 a.m. really.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of the opposite of that. I'm definitely become more of a morning person as I've gotten older, but like, even waking up at 5 after months of waking up at like 7 or 8 is, ugh. But I can't stay up past like midnight anymore. Like, I get so like crotchety if I'm up past midnight. I'm like, why aren't I in bed? I need to go to sleep. Yeah, and I'm like whinge and moan at my husband, like, why are we still awake?
I'm really surprised that I have been doing as well as I have been, because I usually wake up literally at like 10 or 11 sometimes if I stay up super late. Mm-hmm. So I'm really surprised that I'm not dying yet. So
I honestly expected, no offense, I expected Maddie to do best and Sarah to be dying and me to be in the middle like I am, but for me to be like slightly better than I currently am. And instead, Sarah's winning, Maddie's dying, and I'm less good than I thought I would be. So I got like everything wrong in this scenario, except that I'm in the middle.
I love it. And Courtney's here. Hello. Oh, they jumped again. Sorry. I hate it when they do that. Silver says, I'm a morning person. I try to be. What you see right now, my eyes are actually really heavy. Like, I really just want to take a nap, but I had caffeine. So I have like the giddiness down here, but the exhaustion up here. Help. And Bree's here. Good morning, Bree. I hope work goes well today, my friend. And smoothie sounds good. 11 p.m. where I am, so it's interesting to be hearing about everyone's breakfast. Well, what did you have for dinner, Abby? I'm curious. Oh, it's Dutch. Ooh, I like that. And Danya is here. Good morning. Haven't met Brandon yet. Oh, you will, and you will love him. I loved him very much. If you ever watched the movie, he's played by Alan Rickman, and it's like one of the few roles this poor guy had where he was not a villain. And he does it so well. He's such a sweetheart. And I'm like, how is this man the same person who played freaking Hans Gruber in Die Hard? Like, what?
I had to watch that movie for homework when I was in a Jane Austen class.
Die Hard or Sense and Sensibility?
Sense and Sensibility.
I was like, that's an interesting crossover that I haven't heard of.
I had a class called Art of Flirtation from Jane Austen to Harry Potter, and that was a trip to read.
Oh, my little sister and I make fun of how they flirt in Jane Austen movies and stuff. Like we'll do like little dance and everything. It's my little sister and I do all sorts of weird stuff, but we love making fun of like how they flirt.
How old is your little sister? I feel I probably missed you
She's
saying.
5 years younger than me.
Okay.
So she, I'm trying to think. So she's still in college, but she, you know, I mean, she's 5 years younger. She's always gonna be my baby sister.
Yeah.
And Yaza's here. Hey, Yaza. Crow says my goal is to be waking up at 5 a.m. by the end of the month, but I'm waking up half an hour earlier at a time to slowly get into it. That is actually not a bad idea because we all went full cold turkey when it came to this.
For me, the cold turkey was only an hour, so I was like, if I jump into it, it'll be unpleasant for the first day, but I think it'll get better.
Yeah.
That has been correct for me.
Yeah. Slover's been a morning person her whole life. Go to bed early. Yes, early bed club. Go to bed early club. There we go. For some reason, I imagine sensibility characters as Bridgerton characters while reading. To me, they're always Emma Thompson and Kate Winslet.
I mean, when I read, like, even if it's like, okay, so there's like Regency and Victorian and shoot, what's the other really popular one that like there are 3 time periods that like historical romances are normally set in. And I know there are historical differences. And if I'm like reading something or like a textbook or watching a documentary, I'm like, oh, here are the differences. But if I'm reading a historical romance novel, I'm like, it's all the same. It doesn't matter who the queen is. It just matters that like men and women couldn't go off unchaperoned. Women had to wear gloves and wear these dresses.
Some people still do that, where you still have to have a chaperone, and I'm like, I'm so glad I was not one of those people. I would have hated that. Jackie's here. Oh, and Jennifer's here. Good morning. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. Jackie's here. I'm trying to get to the end of the comments so we can do our first sprint. Oh, Megan says she's working on her romance book, chapter 8. Abby's working on her historical fantasy project. Brooke, I always said hi. So it's okay. You can wave. We're waving at you now, Brooke. We're waving at you now. All right. This is the link to the Forest Room app that
I forgot to set up. Oh my god. That didn't include the code.
Oh, they didn't have the code? Oh, I see it.
So you check my message? Yeah.
I got it.
StreamYard was weird the way it sent it to you, even though that is a whole link. I apologize for that.
So this is the code, I guess, if you need to add it to the end of the thingy. Ta-da!
Yeah.
So that's the code to the Forest Room app. Y'all, whoever wants to join in can go ahead and do that. And Zara is the one who's going to be in control of that one. I'm going to get our thing set up for our warm-up sprint. But for those of you who have not been on my channel before, the way that I like to do things, around here is I really like history and I love learning random history facts. So if you have a fun history fact, it can be something that happened on this day or anytime, really, something that pertains to what you're writing, what you're reading, go ahead and shout it out in the comments and put the date with it, and that will be one of our times. So you can go ahead and start shouting those out. And I will get this set up. Not 1 minute, 10 minutes, Madeline. There's another 0 in there. I am so tired. And math is not my strong point.
Same.
All right, so we got
not this early.
10 minutes up. And we are going to get started with our warm-up in 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting, everyone. Yay. Oh, that was the first sprint. Let me take this down. Go. How did we all do?
I did okay. I was working on editing the last little bit of my YouTube video. Still got a tiny bit left to do, just adding the transitions and stuff, but I'm doing great.
Yay.
I got 200 words.
Yay. I don't know how many words I got. I'm just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So I copy pasted like, I don't know, 10 lines of dialogue after deleting however many more. And I saw that Sako is here. Hello, hello. We have some dates for our next sprint. I have to ask though, Simon, what is the emu war? Did you line emus up like Lord of the Rings style and have them fight each other? Because that's what came into my mind.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's because that sounds hilarious to me.
Or I imagined humans fighting a bunch of emus. Like,
that would be funny too. Like lined up. Instead of the armies of Mordor, it's just a bunch of emu. That's what I'm picturing now.
That's what I pictured the first time.
Ninka says, in 2002, the Prince of the Netherlands got married, now the King and Queen. Aw,
That's cute.
cute. Everyone loves a good royal wedding. Abby just found a really big plot hole and was once her amazing epiphany. Yeah, I've been there. And I'm going to say this wrong. Is it Yemi? Yemi?
I think it's
I look at it and I pronounce things like the Japanese way. So please correct me if I'm wrong. I know that's not a Japanese name, but it's just that's where my mind goes because that's the only other language I know. So, but hello, welcome. Silver says, normally at this time I'm laying in bed reading while snuggling my cat. Aw, you should still be able to snuggle. And we got it, Colonel Brandon. Yes. Megan got 128. Sako finished a comic rough. Nina got 95. Miguel read 10 pages. Simon did some plotting. Ninka wrote a letter for an application. Very nice. Silver decided to get dressed and get ready for the day. I need to do that and put on my PJs. Jackie ate breakfast. Abby wrote about half a page. Yeah, also thinking of a time period to set one of my historical fictions in. Well, if you want something fun, I love the 1860s in England. I love the Industrial Revolution.
I was expecting you to say Japan. Oh my god.
Well, I love the 1860s.
I was expecting you to say Industrial Revolution in Japan. I'm so shocked.
Their Industrial Revolution is really cool too. I'm obsessed with like Victorian England. I love Victorian England, and the Industrial Revolution in England I just think is so fascinating. Not that it's not in Japan. It is very fascinating in Japan too. But yeah, it's I love it. I'm such a sucker for anything 1860s.
Oh no, I love Victorian England. Don't get me wrong. I'm just so used to you like hyping up Japanese history on your sprints that I was like,
well, let me tell a history about the Japanese Industrial Revolution did not take as long, I think, as the English one, because Japan saw the rest of the world and they were like, shoot, we gotta catch up, and so they like did everything super quick, and it was like,
but I also think Japan was like, we saw all of you messing up, we're not gonna make your mistakes, so we're just gonna learn.
We got this, we're going.
Yeah.
Dania was watching the news. Yeah, I will always represent. I'm not Japanese in any way, but I will happily share my love for the country and the language. So that would have been cool, but it was just that there were too many emus and World War I vets were machine them with little success. Oh no, I shouldn't be laughing, but that.
But in so much, it's almost even better because of how ridiculous it is.
But I just love the fact that there were so many emus that they could. I love it. Oh, I love that. We're going to have to use that as a time. That is hilarious. Laura, drink chocolate milk. Now time for a morning walk. Oh, that sounds so nice. Yeah, Japan's Industrial Revolution is really fascinating, especially how quickly they modernized. It's incredible. It is such a resilient country. It's amazing. Like studying French kings, especially the Bourbons. See, you say bourbon, and I'm like, cheers.
Okay, so 1932 was the year Australia lost the Emu War, and then 2002 was the year they got married. Netherlands.
Yeah, I actually have a couple because I think Crows suggested 1776 because they were listening to Hamilton.
Yeah.
So I started singing Aaron Burr.
See, though, here's the thing: is I see 1776, and I actually think of a different song from a show, a very small show that my mom's friend produced, where they had a song about that.
Oh,
and
really?
I don't even remember the rest of the song, but it starts out in 1776 cars weren't invented, and it was like a kid giving a history report, which was like very cute. So that's what I hear when I hear 1776. Not even the musical 1776, but like every other date set in Hamilton, I now hear in like the Hamilton tones.
I know.
1789. Like
orphan, immigrant, decorated war vet, United more dead. It's really bad. I annoy my husband so much with that because I sing Helpless at him all the time. Like every time I sing Helpless, he's always home and I make sure he can hear me. He hates that song.
He better not hate Philippa Sue.
He what?
He better not hate Philippa Sue.
He's very picky when it comes to vocalists. So I don't think he hates anyone. I just think that he
I'm sure that song annoys the hell out of him though.
Yeah. Well, I annoy the heck out of him. So it's constantly like,
sorry, Heck.
Do you know? Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
I realized that you were in a music video for a gospel song, and I was like, oops.
Oh, I just try to keep the cursing to a minimum because normally I curse like a sailor. That's just my thing. Is that normally,
like HELL is barely a curse, so sometimes it just comes out before.
Yeah, I was also raised though by someone who was like, if you curse in front of people, I will put soap in your mouth. So I try to keep that to a minimum. But yeah, Japan is quick to do everything. It's crazy how fast they adapt. Yes, study the Meiji period. Also, Miguel, if you're looking for another great time period to look up the Bakumatsu period, which is the time from 1853 to 1868, which is right before the Meiji Restoration, and it is like 15 years of like insanity. It like so much happened in that span. It's nuts. It's nuts. Look it up. Crows, just drop the plate of breakfast on my lap. Thankfully, the doggos make it so I do not need to clean anything. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, the Meiji Restoration is what's normally considered to be their Industrial Revolution, and that started in 1868. So that's why I count it as the 1860s. But you're right, it did go into the 1870s. Andrea is here. Good morning. I hope you have a good day at work. I hope everything is fine. The pronunciation for the Bourbon dynasty is different than the drink. Oh, I just pronounced it.
I know this, but I can't remember the proper way to pronounce it. Like, I knew it was different, but
sorry, to me it's bourbon. And I'm like,
the only idea that I would have is Bourbon. I have no idea.
I'm not even gonna try.
Okay. I looked it up. Where's the play button? It's not playing. I don't. Okay, here's a link, and maybe it'll work for you, Maddie, and then you can tell us how it is.
And then I can enjoy it. All right. Sako has a cat named Nobukatsu. Aw, that's so cute. I love that. And Tiara is here. Hello. A lot of animes take place in the feudal era. Yes, they do. They do indeed. Anytime from like the late 1500s to, again, the 1800s is pretty much fair game for Japanese anime because there's just so much that happened in that time. He's great with the ladies and a great hunter and also at parties, but still hasn't conquered China. You know, if any animal was going to take over the world, I think it would be cats. I really do. I mean, they pretty much already have. Anyone who owns a cat does not actually own a cat. So that right there is.
Ooh, I was talking with Kelly, right, who's another author tuber, and we were talking about like, you know, like, okay, if God, like that, we were like, do we really want God to be a guy? But like, if God were a woman, she wouldn't let any of this like crazy stuff that happens because she'd be on top of it. So then Kelly was like, God's probably a cat because they like to create chaos and don't care.
The world's just the ball of yarn that they keep swatting.
Yes. I mean, people have drawn a cat based on like where the continents are on a globe. Wait, let me send you a link of that too.
The world was shaped in a cat's image. I just love this. They were not trunks. in the bourbons. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm so sorry. But let me go ahead and find the here we go. Copy. So this is the link for the New Forest Room. And I think just because it's such an entertaining idea and I love the imagery that comes with it, we're going to do 1932, which is the end of the Emu War. Because I just think that is hysterical. (1932)
Okay, here's the link to The World as a Cat. If you want to share your screen or put the link in the chat. I don't know. What do you want to do, Maddie?
I'll put it in the chat because I'm afraid I'm always afraid I'm going to push the wrong button in the thing. And here is the link if you want to know what the world looks like as a cat. But I'll put that one back up. And then let's see. We are going to go ahead and do the Emu War. I will never stop laughing. Now that I know that's a thing, I'm never going to stop laughing at that. All right, so we've got.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if people just click the link, you'll automatically be taken into the Forest Room. Mm-hmm. But if you want to enter the code yourself, just enter everything that comes after token $sign in the URL. So like it starts with 5.
Yep. All right. Are we good? Y'all ready? We're going to go fight some emus. All right. Y'all, we're going to go sprinting and hunting emus in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, 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 ooh. Did that feel like 19 minutes to anybody else, or did that feel a lot shorter?
Felt a lot shorter for
Right?
me.
Felt short.
That did not feel like 19 minutes at all. How did everyone do?
I feel like I didn't get a lot done. I had to feed my dogs because I had to figure out what they wanted. They're noisy. To feed them, and then I did a little bit more on my video, but I still have a little bit more to do. So, and for some reason, that one kind of made me feel a bit tired. So I guess my coffee's losing its.
It's wearing off. Time for round two.
I wrote like 100 words after eating breakfast. So
That's good. I don't know how much I wrote, but I'm working my way through chapter 9 still. But it's a lot of, like I said, copy paste, cross things out, write new things. So it's going very slowly.
I'm only able to count my words for these sprints because like I didn't start writing before the sprint started, and it's been like 200, and now my total for the day is 300. So it's like very easy, but I'm not like counting the specific things.
Yeah. I think I'm just feeling a little bit stuck right now because I'm introducing new characters.
Like new to your story entirely, like
No,
not in the
like
previous draft?
they were in the last draft.
Oh, okay.
But they're new to Persephone.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to figure out like kind of how I want her to react to each one. Because
I'm so excited for your book.
I am too. I just want it to be done.
I also just want it to be done.
It'll get there someday. And I saw that Al is here. Hey Al, how's it going? Sorry, I didn't mean to make you jump, Crow. That went by fast. Yeah, it did. 213 for Megan. Crow ate toast. Got toast, ate toast. Silver worked on storyboards and paneling. Danya didn't get much done. It's okay. It's still, at least for us, it's still kind of early-ish. And we've been up since 5, so. Miguel got ready to go to bed later. Oh, I want to do that. 3:15 for Simon. Ninka says the president of the Netherlands is on TV telling the new lockdown rules. I didn't write. Oh, yeah. I don't know if the U.S. has any new lockdown rules. I guess it could go state by state, though.
It's state by state, but they also haven't announced anything new, really, other than the news, like,
Yeah.
Not strand. What's
new vaccine?
No. The variation. There we go.
Okay.
Like the new variation is like officially in New York, and I think it had already been in California, and they're just being like, everyone do not let up on like social distancing and masks and all these things.
Yeah. Abby had another epiphany that fixes her plot hole and about half a page written. And though she's not a night person at all, it's almost 2 a.m. Still got energy. Wow. That's impressive. I would have been dead 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I would be dead at 2 a.m. if I had made it that far. Like, I can't go past 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, my brain is like, no. But
yeah. No, my brain is like that too, trust me. I've been having the same problem trying to figure out how my characters will react to seeing a real life superhero. Yeah, I get that. I'm reading the last book in the Renegades trilogy right now. So the only reaction I have is the ones that are in those books. And not all of them are great. So oh man. Well, did y'all want to hop into another sprint?
Works for me. My dad just got home with breakfast, so it's like perfect timing.
That is good timing. All right, so we're gonna do Crow has to go. Goodbye, Crow.
I'm glad you got to eat breakfast this time.
You have a great day as well, my friend. Yeah, I couldn't make it that far either, Silver. So we're gonna do 2002, which was Ninga's fact, which was when the king and queen of the Netherlands got married. So I think that's cute. So that's what we're gonna do. 2002. That was also actually 2002 was an eventful year for at least the DC area. That was a kind of a scary year, I won't lie. So it's nice that elsewhere in the world there was something cute and amazing going on. So we're gonna focus on the positives this morning.
I already put the link in the private chat, Maddie.
I see it. Let me grab that. So here is the link. Oh, there we go. Here's the link for the forest room. Anybody who wants to join may hop on Zara wrist. And this is the part of the morning where Maddie just gets really tired and starts spewing random nonsense. But we're going to go ahead and get started with our 2002 or 2002. And so if y'all are ready, go ahead and grab your fancy hats and your fancy clothes, and we're going to attend a royal wedding. I don't know what that voice was, but we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting, y'all. that is the end of our third sprint. Let me remind it down. How did everyone do?
I did good. I had breakfast, and now my video is finally exporting. So
Yay!
I wrote almost 200 words.
Nice. Nice. I still working on chapter 9. I think I'm getting to the end of it though. I gotta double check and see kind of what because things have gotten sort of like moved around so much that like things that used to be in this chapter are now like in a different chapter. They're like been pushed down a chapter. So I'm trying to make sure that there's nothing from that new section that needs to go back up into the one I'm working on now. So the joys of revising, editing. Laura just got back from a morning walk, -6 degrees Celsius and some snow falling in Canada. And we don't get snow here very often. Every once in a while we get snowmageddon. But that does not happen every year. That's like once every 3 to 5 years. So
It's snowing for me.
it's sunny. I think I would rather snow because we were in North Carolina when it first snowed, and it doesn't snow in North Carolina. So all of our families back home are send us pictures of the snow in Virginia, and we're in North Carolina where it's like 60 degrees out, and it's like, well, and Autumn popped in. Hi, Autumn. I'm sure you're gone now, but thank you for saying hi. Courtney finished one of the books on her TBR and is organizing her planner. I need to work on that too. I need to get better just about using the planner in general. And Sage popped in, having tech issues. Oh no, but wanted to stop, say hi. Remember to stretch, hydrate, back up your work, and Hulk smash that like button. Yes. And both of these ladies are also linked down below. So their YouTubes and their Instagrams are there. So definitely go check them out and support them as well because they are wonderful and we love them.
Thank you.
And Megan got 205. Miguel read 10 chapters of Sense and Sensibility. Sage forgot to stream up. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm liking Willoughby a little. I don't know if you're familiar with Sense and Sensibility.
Yeah, like I'm not saying anything.
I won't say anything. We're just going to keep going. Silver trying to figure out how the kids are reacting. What did you have for brekkie?
It's kind of bad. I had a Burger King, like they have these sandwiches. They're so good. It's a croissant and egg and cheese. So It's really good.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
I really want to get to Chick-fil-A for breakfast one of these days because I do like their hash browns, and I found out that they have chicken biscuits.
I tried it's like a chicken breakfast burrito. It was very strange. Like it wasn't bad, but it almost needed like a sauce or something because it didn't have enough flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just go for the chicken biscuit. But Silver actually had a kind of a fun little question, and she was asking if people had a superpower, what would it be, or what would your dream superpower be? I just thought that'd be fun to answer real quick.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I guess I have two. I'd love to be invisible because I'm such an introvert, But the other one that I've always thought was great, Elastigirl from The Incredibles.
Oh, yeah.
How epic it would be. I thought of it the first time when I was in bed, like late at night, and I woke up and I had to go to the bathroom. Like, if my hips could just stretch to the toilet, I would be so much better. I would be so comfortable. So I think that one.
Teleport.
You get drinks out of the fridge.
I love that most people would be like, you can reach for things without getting up. But Sarah's like, no, I can go to the bathroom without getting out of bed.
I mean, if I had that power, I would do the same thing as Sarah.
Now that you said it, that's a great idea because I hate getting out of bed to do that in the morning.
But I think mine would be teleporting. or you know, like whatever name it goes by, and what like whether it's like in Harry Potter, it's like disapparating, and here, you know, most people call it teleporting, and other people call it. I'm blanking on what other people have called it in other stories too, but like, you know, basically like snap my fingers one place to another.
Yeah, that would
never have to deal with the commute.
Yeah,
just. That's it.
That would be a lot of fun. I don't know if it counts as like a super like like a typical superpower, but I always tell my go-to is if I had a superpower, it would be to be able to read, write, and understand every single language known to mankind fluently.
I would call that a superpower.
That would be my superpower, is that I could just automatically know the language.
Polyglot. Like,
I would love that.
Instant.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to learn like other languages. I've hated like my entire life. I've hated that I could only speak English. I was like, I want to learn something else. Like I want to know more. Like I want to learn other languages. So I would like experiment with all these other languages, and eventually I settled on Japanese. But I experimented with like everything. So that would be my superpower: to speak everything and read everything. Sellers would totally be Sketch from Renegades. If y'all have you all ever read the Renegades trilogy by Marissa Meyer?
It's been on my list, but I haven't actually gotten to it.
So basically Sketch's power is that he draws things and then they come to life. Or they become real, like they materialize. It's actually pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It's like Harold and the Purple Crayon, but better.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. Oh my gosh. I loved that book. So
or I'm hoping a better version of
whatever
what
I
happened.
do terrible.
What?
She said whatever she drew would be terrible.
Oh yeah, I know. Mine would too. Mine would look like Harold's.
Mine would be as good looking as Harold's, not better.
Yep.
I also hope it wouldn't be a situation like SpongeBob. You know,
that's
really evil SpongeBob, and it like tried to erase them instead.
Yes. Ninka says, mind reading or controlling nature. There are some days I would love to control nature. Invisibility and time travel for Abby. Invisibility or freezing time for Yaza. Oh, y'all could get in a fight with the time powers. Invisibility, super intelligence, mind control, and freezing time. Can't choose one. That could just be like super smarts. I don't know. I also thought it would be cool to be able to know and understand every single language. Dead and still spoken today. So like it would include like ancient languages as well. Latin, Greek, anything and everything. Yep. All from all around the world. Every single tribal language, national language. Yeah, that would be my dream.
I appreciate how cute my doggy is.
Right, so cute. My cats are off being cute off screen, so I'm glad that we can appreciate the is he moved? He's so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna set up the next sprint, and I think what we're gonna do is I think we're going to do, let me see, 1776, which turns into 1816. Is that okay with y'all? Because 1776 there was actually a lot that went on that year for us colonists here. So I actually don't think I had any family in the States when that happened, though. Oh, I might have actually. But I think I've just been sent. Yes, I have.
No. There's a space in that one again. I don't know what's happening.
I didn't touch it.
Okay, I did it. Sorry, I need to come on so strong.
I want to do it. Sorry. All right, so here is the link for the New Forest room. So we're doing 1776, which translates to 1816, but just pretend it's the year that America actually won its independence, not the year. I'm pretty sure we were still rebuilding the Washington D.C. after the British burned it down. At least I don't think we were building it for that long. I clicked on the wrong thing. That's the link for the forest room. Oh my Lord. All right, so we're gonna get started. So everybody grab your fireworks and your American flags, and we're gonna celebrate declaring independence from Britain in 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. Ooh. Yay. Oh, I have so many buttons. All right. There we go. So how did everyone do for that?
That one startled me. Like, I don't know why I thought it was going to go longer.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I got like 80-ish words. I think a little less than 80. My mom needed my help with a few things.
It's all good. Sarah, how did you do?
My video was uploading, and I was on my phone. Well, I was drafting my post for later.
Oh, okay.
My Instagram post for later.
I need to figure out how to do that. I know there's like a thing, like a separate app where it's like you can plan your posts, but I'm like, it's not like directly linked to the app. It's not like it's not like YouTube where you can like schedule it and then it.
Hootsuite lets you directly post to Instagram and schedule it, and it'll automatically post for you.
What does?
Hootsuite, HOOTSUITE. But if you are trying to post something with multiple images in a single post, you'll get a notification. Hootsuite will be like, "It's time to post. Open an Instagram," and and then you have to create the post, but it'll have copied the caption you'd already written, which is a pain in the butt. But if you're like posting a single image to Instagram, Hootsuite will do it directly for you.
I did not know about that. But now I do, so thank you. So I saw that Ninka had
I just do it straight from the app.
Oh, sorry.
I feel like my Wi-Fi is being so terrible today. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. It happens. Welcome to the world of technology. Catherine was saying that she might try and catch us on Friday. And I'm just going to put that up there because, I looked. I'm only like 5 away. So
subscribe to her. She makes great content.
If you are so inclined, I would truly appreciate it. Just because I love you guys. And BC is here. Hello. We're actually going to do one more sprint, which is a Madeline Monahan classic at this point. So we're going to be doing that here shortly. Oh, it jumped. Got the document open since I came in at 4 minutes remaining. Well, we're going to have 5 minutes to go crazy. Abby got a page done and figured out the plot hole. Yay! This is why I write, to get stuck and then to get unstuck and to love the story. Yep, story of all our lives. Silver's starting to make a lot of progress in her story plotting. Yaza says it's fantastic. 181 for Megan. 485 for Simon, but 1,000 words more for my goal for today. Very nice. And if you were a demigod in Percy Jackson, who would your godly parent be?
Athena.
Ooh, that's actually hard. I'd actually say Hades. I think Hades would be a fun dad.
I've never read Percy Jackson, so I wouldn't. I know.
Okay, but you could do you know what the Greek gods represent? Because you could just pick one.
Not well enough, I don't think.
Oh, no.
Not well enough.
Well, you have to read it. You have to read it.
I don't know. I haven't read that or Harry Potter, so I'm like off on the popular books people read. I don't read, you know what I mean? I don't know why.
I mean, I get it. I don't always read like everything that everyone else is reading. It's just Percy Jackson has a special place in my heart. Like I still have the same copy that I got when I was 12. So
I feel like I enjoyed the story of Harry Potter, like, because of I read it at the right age, and it, it's really engaging and it's a whole phenomenon. But I do think that the writing of Rick Riordan is actually better, or Riordan. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
I think it's weird.
But I like his writing better than J.K. Rowling's writing, and we all agree that Twilight had, if you like the genre, it had an engaging story. If you don't like the genre, it was really boring to you, and we can all agree that the writing was a mess.
Percy Jackson is like my favorite series of all time. It is the story that got me back into reading more regularly. Was the first time I'd ever read a book where the main character had ADHD and I could personally relate to, and I just love those books. And Greek mythology. That was my introduction to Greek mythology. Fun fact, in my book, I actually have a hellhound whose name is Perseus, and that's my little nod to Percy Jackson.
That's great.
Because those books just hold such a special place in my heart. So when I meet people who haven't read them, I'm like, we must fix this. You have to read it.
My introduction was, I can't remember the title, but it was like this, it's this really big book, like oversized book that was in my like 3rd grade homeroom classroom, because my homeroom teacher was also the history teacher for us at the time. And it was like introduction to all the Greek myths. But even before that, I think actually there was this collage illustrated book called Snake Hair, and it's the myth of Medusa. And I would read that thing like every day during reading break.
Yeah.
In like nursery or kindergarten. It was probably kindergarten that I read that book a lot.
Yeah. No, I really liked it though, because it was the first time, like, as a kid, I was reading about somebody who struggled in the same ways that I did. Granted, his is like used for a much more exaggerated purpose, but it was like the first time I opened a book and I was like, wow, someone struggles in school the way I do. Someone has the same trouble reading that I do. And it was like, it was just so nice. I felt like I had a friend. So I love Percy Jackson. It always has a special place in my heart. And you're not alone in not reading Harry Potter, Sarah. And it's okay. Yeah, I understand why people wouldn't like it. It is definitely geared more towards younger kids. But I read it, like I said, when I was 12. So choose a Greek god as a parent. Athena. I think Prometheus was actually a human, wasn't he?
He was the first human. He wasn't.
Yeah, he was a human.
Well, he was the first man, and then Pandora was the first woman, and we all know how that worked out.
One guy continually gets his liver eaten out, and the other one has a box of bad things that gets opened. Yeah. So
we started out great as humans in Greek mythology. We messed up immediately.
Just like that.
Whereas at least in the Bible, I think we didn't start messing up immediately.
I think we had a rougher period.
Yeah, like we had some undistinguished time in the Garden of Eden before we got kicked out.
Yeah. So I know we're at the 2-hour mark, but y'all up for a 5-minute mad dash? Yay. All right. Well, I actually have the timer up and ready for once in my life. Whoop, whoop. So we're going to pull this up and we are going to dash in 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go. And there you go. There's the 5-minute mad dash.
Yay.
The staple of these streams. Hi-ya. Hi. I love doing that. So how did everyone do for that last 5-minute mad dash?
You're going to laugh. I wrote 200 words, which was the best I did in any of the longer sprints.
I'm telling you, these 5-minute mad dashes are magic.
But the thing is I'm never this productive during your 5-minute mad dashes when I'm not on camera. But there was something about like being up here with you where I was like, it's a 5-minute mad dash. I actually need to like pedal to the metal.
Okay, so next time I do a stream where I only do 5-minute mad dashes, you need to be there for it so that we both.
I would be okay with that. There'd be no forest trees, but I would probably write like 2 chapters or something.
Sarah, how did you do?
I finished all of my YouTube video-ness. So this stream was all working on YouTube, but it's all done. It's all ready to go for noon. So I'm excited.
Yay. I kept writing. I don't actually know how much I wrote. Because a lot of it was just me again staring at the screen being like, what do I want to put here? Abby named a character. Silver is at the part where their neighbor comes over to see what all the excitement about is, and the superheroes have mysteriously disappeared. Isn't that always fun? They all just pull a Batman and vanish. So we are past the 2-hour mark, way past the 2-hour mark. Would y'all like to do your outros and then we will say goodbye for the day?
Am I first?
Whoever wants to go first may go first. You can rock, paper, scissors, or anything.
You can go first, Sarah.
Okay. My name is Zara Hoffman. I'm a self-published author of young adult paranormal romance and new adult sci-fi romance. You can get all of my books in ebook or paperback form. I have signed paperbacks on Ko-fi, which is linked on my YouTube videos. I am a dog mom and I do freelance editing, but on my YouTube channel, it's mostly writing sprints, videos about musical theater and my writing.
Okay, I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an author of young adult romance. I'm here on AuthorTube as well. You guys can find me on Instagram at Sarah May Sutton. My newest book comes out next week, next Tuesday. I'm so beyond excited for it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I hope to see you somewhere along the way.
And once again, for anyone who's new here, my name is Madeline Monahan. I am a writer, actor, and cat mama. I post content at least twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. So writing-related stuff, movie-related stuff, book-related stuff, it's all there. I also post pictures of my cats and quotes from my Hades Persephone novel over on my Instagram. So definitely go check me out there as well. And I do have their information linked below. Both their YouTube channels and their Instagrams are linked. So please go click on those and support them. Sarah, do you have a question?
I know. I was gonna say, I forgot to say that I am daily vlogging this 5 a.m. experiment. So if you're interested.
Her first one yesterday was great. So
Yeah.
watch that before she uploads the next one.
Get the episodes in order so you don't miss anything.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for joining us today. It really is so much fun to do this experiment, not only with my wonderful co-hosts, but with all of y'all. Even if you're not getting up at 5 a.m., I'm sure other crazy hours are involved. This was a lot of fun. So thank you all so much. And thank you all again for your continuous support. And we will see you all on Friday on Sarah's channel, and that will be at 8 a.m. Eastern, and that will be the last day of our 5 a.m. writing experiment. So hopefully we will see you all there. And until then, y'all take care and good luck with your projects. Bye, everyone.